So, you want to be an accounting business owner. This is the stuff that no one really, it's not that no one thinks about, they just don't think about it from this perspective until it's too late. So, number one, having an accounting business is extremely great income potential, but it's a little bit challenging in the beginning. Also, I forgot to say, if you ever want some help growing your accounting firm, but maybe you just don't know what you don't know, or maybe you feel like there's so much stuff that's standing in a way that's going to prevent you from being successful, that if you had guidance from someone that's been where you're trying to go, it would lead you down the right path. Go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself. Let's see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program. So let's talk about this thing. So great income potential. So really what you're shooting for, if your goal is to be able to make anywhere between $200,000 to about $400,000 per year in the next 3 years, an accounting business is definitely the best model for you to do so. Now, the reason why it's cool is because the business model, number one, it has the services that make it easier to hit 6 figures. So if your goal is to hit probably about $200,000 per year, and you want to work about 20 hours per week, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, then you need to be able to sell your service for anywhere between $5,000 to about $6,000, kind of that range. If you can start doing your average service price about $10,000, that's when you're going to start getting more to that $300,000, $400,000 per year kind of mark, right? So that's going to be services like high-ticket bookkeeping, which, for high-ticket bookkeeping, if you're doing a minimum of $500 per month, that's $6,000 per year. That's going to be some tax planning, right? You're going to be selling your tax plans between $3,000 to $10,000. And if you can have those two services being like mixed together very consistently, you're going to be able to charge and get enough clients to hit that goal, right? So the income potential is very good there. Now, the difference between $200,000 versus $400,000, it's not really that much, to be honest with you. Like the lifestyle, when you're younger, it's a lot more because you might want to go buy a bunch of stuff. But as you get older, it's just really more about kind of saving towards the next generation, right? So your kids don't necessarily have to start off at the same place that you did, right? So your kids don't necessarily have to go work for someone else if they don't want to. They can kind of really determine their destiny. Also, the passive income that comes from it. So really, this business model is more about building and preserving wealth than it is about getting rich. When I think of getting rich, I think of like a windfall coming very, very quickly. Rich is about speed, wealth is about time, right? Because think about it. If let's say you're doing $200,000 a year, right? So you do $200,000 a year, maybe your living expenses are like, just for simple math, I don't know if you're living in California, I mean, you might be having $100,000 a year in we'll say living expenses. Let's just say if you're doing $100,000 a year in living expenses, you can put $100,000 away every single year. After 10 years of doing that, you have an additional $1 million in the bank, not counting all the interest and the interest that's either accrued, or if you've invested that inside of some kind of other mutual fund or S&P 500 kind of fund, now you're getting 8% a year. That just starts compounding. And you can go take whatever vacations you want. You can go on, maybe you take a year off of working, right? And you just let things go like that. There's not that many things in this world where having a spare $1 million in the bank won't kind of help you out in life, Plus the peace of mind that comes with that, where it's like you don't really think in terms of financial decisions anymore. That was the big thing I didn't like before starting my business. Was a lot of my decisions were made on what I could afford, and I think that was the thing that I didn't like the most. I couldn't, if I didn't have extra savings that month, and I couldn't go buy a new pair of shoes, or I couldn't go take a vacation, or I couldn't go rent a hotel, or if I went someplace, I'd have to go and just rent a car, just stupid stuff like that, and even gas, right? So it's once you start making money, once you start kind of getting above certain things like that, if you want to go buy a vacation home, you can go buy a vacation home, not even care. It's the freedom that kind of comes with it, and the peace of mind that you kind of get along the way, right? That's what we teach people how to have inside of the mentorship program, how to get to that spot, but also while having the time freedom as well, because I don't just want to be working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. If you like working more, you definitely can, but you don't have to if you don't want to. That's what this business model is all about. It's really about choices. Wealth is about choices over time, right? That's the key thing. Now, in order to get to there, though, it is very marketing and sales heavy for the first 3 years, okay? So what I mean by that is like, if no one knows you exist, you have to be able to get people to know you exist in order to go and get enough income to start making the 200, 400K per year, right? So that's gonna be a lot of marketing. Now, you don't necessarily have to do paid advertising. Paid advertising can be more consistent, but you can get a very good, you can get to like 100K a year within like 7 months just from doing free marketing methodologies, like learning how to utilize Facebook, LinkedIn, if you ever want to make a YouTube channel, right? And you either need to get to the point to where your marketing either looks like it's coming straight from referrals or it's coming in through some sort of content. Now for me, I actively will grow my referral sources, but I like using content to bring in a consistent lead flow in a very easy cadence, right? Because I can just sit here in front of the camera, make a video for 15 minutes to 30 minutes once a day, and that brings an additional $100,000 per year, right? So it's like, it's easy. It's not like you have to do that much. You just talk about stuff you already know and talk about the stuff you already talk about with your clients. And that turns into your marketing long term. So that's why I was saying earlier, like this comes to point number 3. It's like, it's harder in the beginning, but then it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. That's the beauty of business. I would say that's the beauty of business, right? Because a lot of times in my life, I was just trying to create something where it would either get easier over time or it's something I could do for a long time without a lot of stress, a lot of strain, a lot of thought towards it. And it wasn't really, in the beginning it was a little bit challenging because you have to like learn skills. You learn how to do a consultation call. You have to learn how to do objection handling. Learn how to do marketing, learn how to do outreach, right? But once you have those 4 skill sets down, there's not that many skill sets you have to learn. It's not like a very complicated type of business model, right? So it will compound and it will get easier over time. But the next thing is like, it's not easy, but the lifestyle is so worth it. Those first 3 years, I can't tell you, well, if you're doing it alone, first 3 years. If you're doing it with like a mentorship program or like you buy some kind of course to tell you like what to do, the first 6 months, if that. Like I had a lady yesterday, we have a division of the mentorship program, one for bookkeepers and one for like accountants, right? And for the bookkeeper program, like she's a scientist. Her main job is a scientist. She learned bookkeeping while she was inside of her program. In the first, I think it was like 65 days. She just got her first cleanup project for $10,000. Person paid her $10,000 via a check. Like literally. And it's like, that's so simple. It only took her, I think it was like 65 days to do so. That's like nothing, man. That took me so long when I was getting started to ever get like $10,000 for one payment. But that's all it is, you know. You just got to get around the right places, the right mentors, the right stuff. Just be consistent, learn the right skill sets, and you're going to go take off like a rocket and just be, living the life, you know. That's why I make these videos, because I like telling people about the lifestyle. Like, this is something that changed my life, so I want to be able to pass that forward to you. So if you ever want some help growing your business, like maybe you've been thinking about starting a bit like an accounting business, but you know, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of standing in your way. Or maybe you're already in business, but it's just not quite growing at the speed you want. I just encourage you to click the link inside the description either above or below the video. Book a call with myself. Okay, so inside of the description of the video, there's going to be like some different notes, and like one of the links is going to say like book a call with me. Let's see if I can help you out. I can't help out every single person in this world, but for the people that I think I can help and that our proven track record kind of supports that, it does make it a lot easier for me to be able to say, okay, cool, this is how I'm going to help you, this is what we're going to do, this is the time frame it's going to take to reach your goals, and this is what it's going to look like when you get there. Okay? So if you want to see if I can help you out, click the link inside the description, book the call, and I'll see you on the other side, okay? Have a good one. And also, if you're not ready for the call too, it's okay. I'll see you inside of the next video. Take it easy.